for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. I've got Jesse Sanchez over there doing some investigating, trying to figure out some things. I know you brought up a story yesterday that I said, well, there's it's kind of like broad. I did see a picture, though, about the Korea incident, which happened over the weekend. And I said, okay, I get it. They were kind of trapped like in you ever know like an alley and you can't get like, you can only fit so many people in. I could see there being a stampede in that. I just don't know what caused it. Were there shots? Was there, like, if anybody has that information, we're kind of looking for it because we can't find it. It's like, what caused that to happen to begin with? What was the thing that made it, 100? That's a lot of people trampled and then injured. I don't know if there's more people injured after that. But the Korean said, do you want to kind of revisit that, Jess, and then kind of bring that up for those who are just listening today?
Yes, yes. So apparently on the weekend, 154 people were, I don't know if it's stampeded or trampled. I don't even know which one to say because it's just like, I don't know. But either way, it was just like, I saw video footage of it before the incident happened.
Yeah.
And I think some people what was gonna happen because I saw them like I'm like, what are they doing? And they're climbing poles and stuff like that. And these people were like packed in like there was like sardines, and I'm just like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't understand. I was like I had so many questions and so many new fears now, and this is why I don't go into giant crowds. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, well, and I say, kind of in a way that's a good thing. I know the other incident I mentioned, with the bridge, and that was like weird. It happened over the weekend as well. 130 some people died there. They swayed the bridge. Whenever you get like in this is the thing. I think, when they used to have, remember when Disney used to have those things that went way high up, and what were they called? They were like real high, and sometimes people would like rock it. They go, "Don't rock it," right? And it was on that little like pulley stringy thing. It was like a little couple wheels, and sometimes they would get stalled. They don't have them there anymore. What's it called? The People Mover or something like that. And it would go through like the mountain. Yeah, it's like kind of old. And sometimes they say it, people go, no. Yeah, I go, yeah. Remember they used to get stuck up there, sometimes hours. But people would rock it. I go, please don't. I remember being a little kid going, please don't. But but that's kind of a lesson, like to anybody to go, look, I'm not weird about it. A bridge collapsed after people rocked it. Was it already creaking? Was it cracking? And they didn't even fall that high, Jess. People like they jump off bridges higher than that, but I think it tangled them in the net of the bridge. It was horrible.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, when you mentioned that story to me, I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And then I saw video footage of it, and yeah, people were swaying back and forth, and I'm just like, "Great, another new fear of walking over a bridge." And I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, great, are there gonna be dumb people swaying it back and forth now?" But either way, it's just like another thing I couldn't fathom.
Well, you know those like bridges that are glass. I've seen those. I go,
Nope,
not gonna do it,
nope.
not gonna do it. All I need is one person with stilettos on that thing, and it go bye bye. Right? Like, no happening. Not happening. So anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Just be safe out there. There's a lot of things happening around the world. A little bit later, we'll be talking to Maria Rubio, which actually has some really neat news. She's got the big event coming up, and it's happening. We may even possibly get some footage from there. We'll see. And it's all happening in November, so you're going to want to pay attention to that. Pretty cool stuff. It's a big fest. A lot of people are attending, a lot of celeb, a lot of people, and so excited about that. We'll have a little bit later to talk about that in a little. But yeah, so other than that, Jess, I know there's a lot of things going on, but the question is, what happens next? Did you see Obama might run for president? What do you think about that?
Obama might run for. No, he can't. He's already ran twice.
You didn't listen to what I said a few weeks ago. You didn't listen. I said it. I said as long as you do a term and then you go to the side, you can run again. The Republicans are like, no, we don't want this. And I'm like, well, it's not a bad choice when you go to like certain other ones. But yeah, you can. See, you're thinking consecutive terms. So you serve 4 years, then you get elected, you can serve another 4 years. That's a full term, 8 years. Then you max out. You can't do it again. But if you do a break like he did with Biden, with Trump, he can run again and technically run another term. Does that make sense?
I guess.
See, you weren't listening. I said this weeks ago, I said he could do it, but if he does it, he should do it this coming one, because I think Trump's going to run, and I think he can actually put Trump to the side. I think. I could be wrong.
Okay, because I always thought, like, no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. He was elected twice.
No, consecutive. It's consecutive.
It does not say consecutive.
It's consecutive. Look, why would Trump run again?
We need a constitutionist in here. We need someone who tweaks.
It's already on Fox.
You just said the worst thing possible. Fox.
It's already on Fox, man. I'm sorry, man. If they're saying it, it's a thing. You didn't see that? I know. I saw it yesterday. Okay. I go, you don't listen to the things I say, Jess. I told you. If Obama does what I think look, he's doing it. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to happen. And you're going to say, I didn't know that. It's like a little like secret that they don't let out. And no one really does it. But they should, You just take a break. It's consecutive. You can't do consecutive.
No. I gotta find a constitutionist for this, because I don't. That's stupid. That's dumb.
Not if you take a break. It's a little loophole. Why can Trump run again? And could he run another 8 years, or does he max out at 4 if he runs again?
We're gonna get a constitutionist, and we're gonna find out about this. I know a few people who actually study this stuff, so I will ask them.
Don't ask the 5 o'clock guy. That guy doesn't know anything. All right, so here's
No. I will.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Let's just leave that as it is. All right. There's a lot of things going on, but yeah, that's the news. All right, you're gonna see him, and he looks very very pointed and very I'm ready to do business. The Republicans on the Fox side, including what's her name? Her name is Conaway. Yeah, Michelle Conaway, I think. She was good, by the way. You remember she was kind of the one who kind of talked for Trump and all that. Well, she's looking for a job, so she's like, whatever. But she looks good. But she was talking about it. They were all talking about it. They go, well, if he does, there's nothing. So anyway, that's a thing. And I think, some president's like, why didn't I do that? But it's technically there. So as long as you take a break, you cannot do longer than 8 years. You max out at 8 years. That's the thing you need to know. You cannot do longer than 8 years. Well, once you took a break, you start over again. Especially after 2 presidents, you can run again. If you're young enough, right? Like some of them run old, like Ronald Reagan, him running again after, his term is, would have been kind of weird. But Clinton could have run. People would have gone, okay. Now, it could be him or his wife, right, that run. But I think it's going to be him. I don't see him going, no, I don't think. I think he found the information I said a few weeks ago. And so, but anyway, I said, so there you go. So the kudos to something we said again, that's there on the recording. And there you go. Just as disagreeing, I'm going to say, don't say it now, because when it happens, you're going to say, oh, I guess I was wrong, because you're looking up information.
No, I just want more verifiable proof other than Fox News.
They don't talk about anything that's not verifiable because they hate him.
Who?
Fox.
No, Fox hates Fox?
No, Fox hates Obama.
Well, then, if this was true, then other news stations would pick it up as well. As far as I know, I'm not going to argue about it on the thing. As far as I know, they can only serve 2 terms. None of this consecutive stuff. That sounds dumb. But I don't know. I'm not a constitutionist. I'm just saying what I know from the 22nd Amendment.
Consecutive, but it's okay. You're going to be upset, Jess, but don't be upset for the wrong reason. Look, if Trump did it, would you be all right with it?
What do you mean? He's only ran once.
Yeah, but if he were in a full 8 years and then he did it again after a break, would you be all right with it?
No, I would be furious because it's only 2 terms. That's
Okay,
what it is.
so people, that's what he's upset about. He's not upset that Obama would run.
No,
He's just upset about what you could do it longer, right, Jess? Jess, why don't you run?
no, I'm not gonna be president.
You know
That would be-
Kanye went ahead and ran. What? Don't you?
That I can get more votes than him. No,
I thought you like his shoes. Do you don't like his shoes?
No, God, they're ugly.
I love his shoes. They're comfortable. I've never tried them on, but I'm like, somebody said clearance, and I go, you know what? Sign me up for that. All right, people, we're going to take a quick break. We got more after this. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more right after this.
Football season is back, and every Monday night, the Two Coot Lounge at the Yamava Resort and Casino in San Manuel is where you need to be. Come cheer on your favorite team and become a Club Serrano member for your chance to win incredible prizes, enjoy food and drink specials, and be entertained by the 66ers dance team. It's the Monday night pigskin party at the Two Coot Lounge at the brand new Yamava Resort and Casino in San Manuel in Highland, California. Rep your team, and we'll see you there this Monday.
For all you truck and RV enthusiasts, TruckWorks right here in Banning is your one-stop shop for the best diesel performance and overall truck and RV needs. Whether you're towing, racing, off-road, or just cruising around town, TruckWorks specializes in truck and RV service, maintenance, repair, and performance upgrades for every light and medium-duty truck manufacturer. Bring it down to Terry and the guys at TruckWorks. Call 951-922-4776 or visit their website at mydieseldown.com today.
Here's to your health with Joshua Lane. Ideas you can use to be healthy and stay healthy. The current thinking about beauty, fitness, and longevity. Every Tuesday and Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Wellness talk you can use. Here's to your health with Joshua Lane on KMET, naturally.
After the game, after school, after work, Applebee's is where you want to be to enjoy their bold, savory grilled steaks, salmon, or chicken. Applebee's is located where Beaumont meets Banning, just off 6th Street near Highland Springs Avenue. Applebee's started with the same philosophy they follow today. Focus on serving good food to good people in a neighborhood-style setting. Applebee's also offers Carside to Go when you order online. Applebee's in Beaumont, serving the Pass area. So fresh, so fast, make it Applebee's tonight.
The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. Off the road, you'll find a courteous, welcoming staff in spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen HD TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and fitness center and pool. The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning, conveniently located off the I-10 near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500. That's 951-572-5500, or go online at hiebanning.com.
You're running out of letterhead. What do? Lithopass Printing. You need business cards. Now what? Lithopass Printing. Invitations to a wedding? Lithopass Printing and Banning is the answer. Lithopass Printing can provide banners, signs, and blueprints. Think of Lithopass Printing and Banning for quality graduation, birthday party, and baby shower invitations. Lithopass Printing also provides lamination, faxing, and photo prints. If you need it inked, make it Lithopass Printing. Lithopass Printing and Banning.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Make sure to do some really cool stuff. I know Jesse's doing some cool stuff. I know he's a little upset there, but, you know, it is what it is, Jess. It is what it is.
No, I don't know too much about the Constitution and stuff like that. So, no. I'm I'm looking into something else.
Okay.
What do you know of Heidi Klum?
Ooh, Heidi. Ooh. Well, let's put it this way. Heidi is very smart. She's very sophisticated. She's a great, honestly, she's a good judge when she's on that show. What's the show called? I can't remember. It always competes with that other one. I always get them mixed up. I don't want to mess it up for Heidi. I just know she's smart, she's good, and she's, like, obviously very, like, intelligent. So what happened?
No. I love her for one specific reason. She does the best costumes ever. And the reason I love her costumes is because they're not always like, you know, how a lot of celebrities, they like, push their boobs up and,
Oh,
kind
I
of
get
like,
why you like it.
what?
I get why you like it. She did a little horror thing.
But no, she does amazing costumes every year. She always goes full out. And
She
this
does.
year, I did not even recognize her at all.
Yeah, it's a little scary. Not gonna lie. I kind of almost don't want to like. I don't even know if we're gonna get tagged for like people are gonna think that's nudity. I'm like, that's not nudity, and that's Heidi Klum. You know, I'll zoom in on her face because she went full frontal on this. Right? Is that the one I'm looking at? That's the right one, right?
No, I don't know if you're looking at the correct one. This year, her costume, she was a giant worm.
Oh, then that's good. I got the wrong one. Okay, so yeah, she must have done that one.
Yeah, no, she was a giant worm, like a literal giant worm.
Oh, that's disgusting. Even that's horribly like weird. I would not recognize her, Jess. I'm glad I didn't get the right one. I like that one would have messed. Yeah, but you would like that one actually as well. But
I didn't recognize her at first because someone was all like, "Look at this Halloween costume." I was looked at it. I was like, "Who is this?"
yeah,
And I was just like, and then I read the background of the picture. It's all like Heidi Klum Halloween. I'm like, "Oh my god, it's Heidi Klum." But if you ever look at just like Google her Halloween costume, she always goes full out, and I love it. I love it.
yeah. She did a couple really good ones that people were like, "What? That's her." She's good with makeup. I think this is it. I could be wrong, Jess. Is this the one you're talking about?
Yes, that's the one.
That's disgusting, man. But she's smart. It's sophisticated. It's sophistically disgusting. I hate it. It's disgusting.
She has fun with her costumes. I love it. It's hilarious.
I go, yuck. But she's the one on the left. Her guy's the one on the right, right? Is that what's happening there?
I have no idea who the dude on the right is. But yeah, so Heidi Klum's a giant, I don't know what, an earthworm is what my best guess would be of what that thing is.
Yeah, her face is in the kind of like not at the top, obviously. She's like I think that's her guy to the right. I thought that was her to the right, but yeah, she's like coming out of him or going into him, or he just caught the biggest fish.
No, he's a fisherman, and she's the worm that he's launching into the water.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, she's had a host of really good ones. Jess, like this. I mean, these are kind of some of hers that she's done, and I'm glad they zoomed in on the one that I was going to post. So those are like lists of different costumes, right? She's like, you never recognize her.
Oh my god, the old person thing, like where she looked like she was like 90. I remember that one. She always does it to where I can't recognize her at all.
Yeah,
all of her costumes, I don't even know it's her.
yeah, you don't know it's Heidi, and I will say, it's America's Got Talent. Sorry, I got that wrong, by the way. It's America's Got Talent, but I will say this is. Yeah, oh man, I don't know what I would do if she started talking like weird with this. Like
Just imagine you're a guest at her party like this, and then she's just laying down, and then you walk by and she starts talking. Like, what would you do? I would freak out. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, what's that character? The one where he looks like it was an '80s show. That if that was starting to talk to you, that's her close up, by the way. What would you do if that started talking to you, Jess? And you didn't know it's her.
Oh my god, that's the close up of her face?
Yeah.
Oh god, that's horrifying.
You wouldn't know.
I did not know that was. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I would.
She's like, hey, Jess, can you have me on the show? You'd be like, bye.
Oh my god, her makeup team is so good. Oh my god. So yeah, if you can Google her costume, Heidi Klum, it is. Gosh, she always does such amazing things. That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's creative. It's creative. So I say, good job. You're doing it again. She has a list of these actually. So I say, if you could do that and you have the time, then do it, right? But again, sophisticated. Some would say elegant. I would say not right now, but
Like, let's say for you to compare her costume to, let's say, what's another couple that's being posted on?
That's Heidi Klum, people. Just in case you're like, who's Heidi Klum? So you're like, I would never see that there.
Nope. The other couple that I saw, I was just like, what was it? Megan Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole blood drinking thing, that's kind of like a no for me. I might not be religious, but that's just, it's just a little creepy.
Even for Jess, who loves horror, right? It's one thing to love it on film. It's one thing to live it, is what you're saying.
That is true. I can tell the difference between fiction and reality, which obviously some people cannot.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Because it's just like, what's funny is like, if you make fun of Christianity or Catholicism or any other religion, it's okay, kind of. But when you make fun of, see, what's the one religion you can't make fun of?
The one religion you can't make fun of. I think you make fun of them all, to be honest. I mean, let's see, the one that gets probably the most like, oh God, not again. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that.
It would probably be Islam. Have you ever seen someone make fun of that?
You know what? I can see that, especially if you were there. They'd be like, I don't think so, off with your head. You know what? Good. I never even thought of that. They're not very... Are there any jokes about... No, they're not, huh?
No, there are no jokes about... Well, there are jokes about Jewish people, but they're inappropriate. But yeah, there are no jokes about Islam.
Yeah.
Because they will kill for you. They're serious about their religion, so it's like, I will not make fun of them.
Yeah. Well, there you go. All right. Well, anyway, it is what it is. That's the thing. So, pretty good costume. Heidi, good job. She's like, hee, I scared you. So, I'm like, well, you know what? If we had her on the carpet, Jess, I would say you interview her and then ask her what her favorite film is when it comes to horror and what inspires her to be a worm at the end of the day. I think that'd be a good question, don't you?
Right? Because, like, a lot of people, in at least horror anyway, like, they see things differently.
Yeah.
Like, me, like, when someone's, like, they're like, how can you watch horror movies all the time? They're not scary to me.
Yeah. Takes a lot to scare Jess.
What's scary to me is things that are based on real life. That's scary.
Yeah. It can happen. Yeah. All right. That makes sense.
Exactly. It's all like, I'm not afraid of Wolfman or vampire.
Yeah. Being on a bridge where people are rocking it, that was scary. Being in a corridor of, like, you know, an alley where there's a lot of people, he'd be like, I've seen this on the news. I know how this goes. I'm getting out of here, right? Get to open space. I think that's kind of the lesson. All right, people, we got to take a quick break. When we get back, we got Maria Rubio on next. Stay tuned for more right after this.
KMET 1490 AM presents University of Redlands football. This Saturday, November 5th at 1 p.m., the Bulldogs meet Claremont College, live from Zinda Field in Claremont. I'm Mitch McClellan. Join Brett Malik and me as the Bulldogs meet the Stags. University of Redlands football broadcasts are brought to you by Gallagher's Finishing Touch Engraving, Redlands Hot Sauce, the Gourmet Pizza Shop in historic downtown Redlands, Hatfield Buick GMC, Mattress Brothers, Pericone Juices, The Wolf Tax Service, Savarino's Italian Deli and Market, Professional Payroll Solutions, and the Bulldog Bench. That's University of Redlands football action this Saturday afternoon at 12:45 for the pregame show, followed by kickoff at 1 o'clock. Live from Claremont on your home for Bulldog football, KMET 1490 AM.
Are you paying rent because you think you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you renting because you don't believe that you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? The Siegel lending team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel lending team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com, license under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Your health truly is the greatest gift. At U-Theory, Quality of life is at the heart of every product we make. From farm to shelf, we travel the world to source the purest, most efficacious, and clinically studied ingredients to create science-backed supplements that support beauty, emotional, digestive, and physical well-being. All U-Theory products are manufactured at our Southern California facility, ensuring the highest quality standards every step of the way. As a family-owned company, we celebrate the power of human potential with a mission to inspire wellness in all. Try U-Theory Immune Plus Daily Wellness. 100% daily values of vitamin C, D3, and zinc. Go beyond the you of today and catch the you of tomorrow. U-Theory.
Don't let insurance companies make decisions for you. Go to Pass Auto Center in Banning, your one-stop repair facility with full collision repair, auto maintenance, service, and an authorized smog center. You'll also find a full-service used car lot to fit every budget with the right vehicle for you. Trade-ins are accepted and they pay cash for your car. Pass Auto Center at 2609 West Ramsey in Banning, just off the I-10 freeway between Sunset and 22nd. Call 951-849-7878.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. It is Maria Rubia on with us. Maria, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you? I understand you got a lot going on, and it's coming up, something that you were promoting a while back, and it is the UK Glamour Awards 2022. It looks exciting. It looks fun. You're going to be doing a lot there, huh?
Yes. So Sky TV are filming it. An Italian fashion TV are filming it. And also it's sponsored by Ferrari. I'm performing my new single, which comes out end of November, called Pieces of My Life. And of course, I'm singing Every Time You Need Me, which is, I literally hit 1 million views in 3 days. So, woo, it's 6.5 million views now. So that's good.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. I said people needed to hear it. I said that a few months ago, and now we're there. So congratulations on that. I'm excited for you. Keep it going.
Thanks. Funny thing is, I've had Botox, of course, and I've got Jack Nicholson iris at the moment. The eyebrows, I just look like I'm in shock all the time. So I need to get that corrected before the award show.
Well, they actually have. I have a friend. If you were here in the LA area or Orange County, I should say, I have a friend who does that. So you let me know, okay, when you're ready. And she does it. She uses a new one. They say it's like the, I don't know, the more advanced version of that. So and she does it right. But yeah.
Need that. I really need that, because Bailey, we went swimming yesterday. He was like, "Mummy, what's happened to your face? What's happened to your eyebrows?" I go, "I know."
Oh man, good old Bailey. He knows how to call it out.
Bad.
Yeah. You know what? And that's the thing about, I'm glad Bailey kind of said something that way because some people are completely unaware of it, so good job. All right. So, what do we have going on in the world of news?
So Matthew Perry, I don't know if you've read the book. Yeah, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. So he basically has detailed his heroin, drug, and alcohol addiction in his new book, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. The book is expected to hit bookstore shelves November the 22nd. I mean, what do you think about that? I've got to be honest with you. I'm sort of I think I am very private, I think is the word that I would keep it like that. I've been offered to do memoirs and things like that with things that have happened to me in my personal life. And I just, no, I'm not into that. What about you? Would you write a book about good things?
No. I've written books, but I would never write books about other people. I would never do that. Never do that. No, doesn't work. Doesn't work. And I think, look, if he's smart about it, I know no one really does this, but if he's smart, he will say in essence, I don't want that to come out anymore. I totally take that back. Because I think, A, he had a lot of friends during his addiction. B, he has friends that he wants to be able to call a friend. And C, he's calling way too much out. And like the preemptive ones have already come out. so they kind of know what you said, what about me, and so I can tell you right now, he's going to lose people if it comes out, and I would rather him pull it and say, you know what, I'm going to revise it because I want it to be about my prom and how they helped me versus the things they did. We already talked about it on the show because he's kind of let it out. It's created a lot of buzz, which I know the publisher wants, but the publisher doesn't care about his friends, if that makes any sense.
Exactly. I mean, to be honest, it's like Prince Harry has come out with his autobiography called Spare. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I just think sometimes you just, just keep things behind closed doors. Do you know what I mean? Out of respect of everybody, even if they've done you wrong.
Yeah.
Just keep it. That's private. There's an English saying, "Don't wash your dirty laundry in public," and I think that's how people should be. And if it's about money, get another job. Do you know what I mean? If you need that money, get another job instead of doing that. But
good point. No, good point. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I agree 100%. He doesn't need the money. That's number one. He's made a lot of money. They had like an interview with Diane Sawyer, and so I get it that he's gone all the way. But if he really thinks about it, he's gonna say, "Hey, I don't want to do you in because you guys were there when I was like, honestly, when a lot of people weren't gonna like, people don't like people on drugs, but they saved him more than when Friends was like filming, and even after a lot of them, like he should be talking about the times they did. But I get publisher's like, no, I want to know the scoop on them." So I would be like, you know what? I don't need it that bad to do my friends in, which in essence, it's going to look bad. He already said something about Salma Hayek. I was like, why would you say it? He said something about spooning, that she wanted to spoon when she was on the film with him. And I love that film, by the way. But it's like, why would you say that about her? And then he mentioned something about Wick. That got out. Not Wick. I'm sorry, I call him that. Keanu Reeves. And everybody's like, why would you say about Keanu Reeves? Then he reneged on that. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. And I'm like, okay, you got to just pull the book. That way, people don't, in essence, they're going to, it's gotten out so far, he should pull it and be like, I'm so sorry, that's not what I meant. And, even if he said, hey, I was high while I was doing it, I would believe that because I don't think that's who he wants to be. I don't think that's what he wants to do. And I don't think that's what he wants to be about. That's what I think you're saying in essence. You would never do that, huh?
Never, 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 never.
Yeah.
I mean, basically it says the now clean and sober star estimates that he attended 6,000 AA meetings and has spent 15 stints in recovery and spent millions to get clean. I mean, the guy obviously had issues, mental health issues, and yeah, that's great, but you also need counselling. I really hope that he had counselling for the deep-rooted problems. That's the bad side. That's the dark side about fame, isn't it? I've seen so many famous people at parties absolutely off their faces, one boob hanging out. I've had to cover, this famous girl, I'm talking A-lister, cover her up to keep her dignity. And it's really sad that, they do get addicted to certain things and try certain things that if they weren't famous, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, because I know someone's going to dish about him and he's going to be like, wow. And I'm going to be like, yeah, but you kind of dish on them first. So that's what happens. I saw an article with Brad Pitt talking about Angelina Jolie, and I was like, okay, that can't be real. But she kind of dished something on him. Now he's going to dish on her, and it's like, whoa, I get it. It's entertaining, but they have kids. Even if they're adopted, they have kids that were there as well. So it's like, can you just keep that between you two and whoever was there and just let it go? It's not meant to be that for the world. Does that make sense?
Exactly. That's like, the Queen, when Prince Harry and Meghan were talking very publicly about, the Queen never, never, never said her side of the story, never. And I think that just showed class. And I think it's all about class because, like Jennifer Aniston, she wished Julia Roberts a happy 55th birthday after Matthew Perry's dishing on both of them in his upcoming memoir. I just think, hopefully he hasn't done them wrong because why do we want to know? We don't want to know. We don't want to know.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And it's not worth it for the friends that you have along the way who honestly, they know your dark side. They know your like depressed side. They know your, I'm sure there were moments he wanted to give up. And I'm sure there were moments he was like, nah. And I'm sure if he understood they were there when he was like weak, He'll understand. They'll be there no matter what. If he pulls it, he's got to pull it. I don't know if he will. I hope he does. On the flip side of that, you got Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. What's going on there?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Drew Barrymore is 47. Adam Sandler 56. They reunited 24 years after they co-starred in The Wedding Singer. Oh, he's one of my favorite actors. I
Yeah, he's
absolutely
fun.
love. Isn't he funny? Like Grown Ups. Brandon and I will love watching Grown Ups, for example. That's so funny, that film.
Yeah.
It's just so amazing just to see. And they haven't changed much in their looks. We all get older, don't we? But
Well, and they did a few films together. I'm kind of wondering, will they get together and do another film together, you know?
I really hope so. Like, for me, my favorite one was the 51st Dates. I think that really just made me love men so much that, kind men can really, really do that when they really love somebody. I thought that was a really lovely movie with them together.
Yeah, you know, I had a conversation with someone. I said, you know what? Look at somebody that, but I'm going to say that if a person would do everything they could, even though you forgot every single day, like, and they were, good about like making a video for you so that you can remember, that is the person you want in your life, you know?
Exactly, 100%. It's like my mum and dad. My mum and dad love each other so much. And my mum she was given terminal cancer years ago.
Ugh.
And she's flipped it now, thank God. And she's doing really great and she's still alive. But my dad, he was losing weight more than her because he was so worried about her because that's his soulmate. They love each other so much. They would do anything for each other. And that's true love, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think Adam Sandler, I think he's got a few like people that he's always had a crush on along the way. I know he's got fam, but it's like a forever friend with Drew, and I think Drew needs that because she's like, who can I trust in the world? She would never out anything about him, and he would never out anything about her. I hope,
Yeah, 100%. I mean, she reunited with the cast of E.T., didn't she? To mark the iconic 1982 film. It was the 40th anniversary.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, literally. And she was emotional about it because, and she said that she thought the alien was real on set. She's young.
Wait, she thought who was real on set?
The alien. She thought the alien was real.
Oh, how cute. Oh, because she's so little then. Yeah, I remember that. I remember her. They always show that. They always show that little her as a little kid. She went through a lot in between. I know she's kind of, been talking a lot about, like celibacy and how she's been celibate ever since I think the year 2016 or 2017. I can't remember. Yeah. And so I'm like, you know what? Don't fault that. That was her choice. But, I just hope she meets someone that she can like truly be, and I think if at the end of the day, that's what Adam wants for her,
I totally agree because I've never met her, but to me, she seems one of the good ones, one of the real, genuine, just talented. No airs and graces about her, no attitude. She seems really a really nice, down-to-earth person.
Yeah. Speaking of which, talented, I understand Swift is in the news again. What's going on there?
Oh, yes. Taylor Swift. Well, she broke the records, didn't she? She topped the official charts with double number ones with her album Midnights and single Anti-Hero. Just incredible, absolutely incredible. And the good thing about her is that she's got no attitude. A lot of people say she does, but I know for a fact she doesn't. She is just very, very hardworking and grafts, and I think her family ground her as well, which I think is really good. I love her hair color as well. I think that's the shade that I'm gonna go. Girls always go darker, winter time, and that's the color I may get actually. But yeah, she's doing really well. She's hitting the number ones again. Just talented, and she's been going for a while now, hasn't she?
Yeah, well, it kind of reminds me of like the stuff that you're doing. Like you can revisit certain things and have certain beats, and then like have beats that kind of like. Like there's a dance thing that kind of adds, to some like lyrics and some things. So people are like, ooh, I love that. And then, they go next level. And, speaking of which, I think you have like you said earlier, with your video, that's a great thing about online. People could see it again and again and again, and then they can play it again and again and again,
Yeah, and you can like use it in movies, you can use it in adverts.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different. When you write a song and do a song, you just think that it's just for singing. It actually gets used for so many different things. I literally had a soldier say to me that he was suicidal and he was on top of a mountain by himself. I think it was like Afghanistan or somewhere, and he was listening to my song. Um, and it just it gave him life. And I
Wow.
was like, oh my God, I'll never forget that. Yeah, you just don't know
You don't.
how lyrics just touch people. You do you like the Lizzo song? You know the Lizzo song, I'm ready for love. Just that those lyrics. It just that touched me because I thought, oh yeah, I haven't dated for a long while, and that song resonated with me.
Yeah.
So talking about songs and singing, Shania Twain. Now this again, another truly talented one. She's literally announced that she's going to be releasing a new album, and it's called titled Queen of Me. I just can't wait. She's going to have her up and coming tour that will kick off next April. She's excited, but we're all excited. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been a fan ever since I think it was "These Boots Are Made for Walking." That's just what they'll do.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 right? And then I'm not gonna lie. I kind of go, okay, where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? Because I'm kind of waiting. So, what would you describe this like? Because I know when you have a release, you think, okay, you wait for, kind of like, okay, we can release it now, we can release it then, and then there's a whole promo tour that they may have. So I don't know. Have you been able to see her in concert ever?
No, but I have actually met her at, you do these events, like, and there's so many people in the VIP area. She was there, and again, so she's one of the good ones. She's one that will talk to anyone. She'll sign the last autograph. Where you've got the Z-listers moaning and demanding this and demanding that on their rider, crazy stuff. I've worked with people that they need blue M&Ms taken out of thousands of M&Ms in a bowl. She's not one of those. She's a genuinely lovely person. She's 57 years old, but she looks amazing for her age.
I don't see
Um,
that there. I'm like, wait, what?
uh,
Especially on the horse, I
lit-
do not see that at all.
she is stunning, and I wish her number one. I really 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 hope that this is going to be her big. She's huge. Like she's all over America. Um, like she's in the UK, from Dallas to Nashville to Vancouver. She's all over.
Yeah.
And her last performance is actually in the UK in Birmingham, September the 20th next year. So yeah,
Wow.
she basically said, I want to carry a clear message, particularly as a woman, to always remember my power. And I hope the songs are a reminder to you of that same power inside you. So she's also, she's empowering women, which I think is
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, she's always been about that. I'm glad to hear that. I say get your tickets now before they sell out. Before we let you go, I understand there's some news about Michael Jackson's son and something that he said about the princess.
Yeah, Princess Diana, that they were really close. So I performed with Michael Jackson at a football stadium. And again, just a nice person uh, that I encountered. And he didn't mention, obviously, anything about Princess Diana then because that wasn't part of the conversation. But yeah, he was supposedly very close friends with Princess Diana. I mean, who wouldn't want to be? She seems such a genuinely nice person and kind, and no airs or graces about her. And they met in 1988.
Wow.
Um, yeah, and it was his son that basically Prince Jackson said. That every time my father used to speak about his relationship with her, it was just so filled with love, which I think is wonderful. But he's not the only one. I think everybody who met Princess Diana, be it, a patient in the hospital to, a prime minister's wife, they all said what a lovely person she was. And it's such a shame what happened to her.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and you know what? I'm glad you bring that up because I know there's other news about like who his sons are and all that. I met one. He sounds just like Michael Jackson. He doesn't even pretend. I know that's kind of come out. We'll talk about that probably when it comes out full circle. But we'll see about that. But you know what? I see how he and her would make sense when it comes to being a friend because when it comes to like world, they both were world like known, and I don't think people understand what happens when you're world known, but you just want to be kind of normal.
Yes. Again, I mean, I think I'm repeating myself, but the Z-listers are hard work, and a lot of the time they get booted out of the media, and the A-listers stay because you can work with them. You can work with them for 12 hours a day. You can work with them, for months and months and months, 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
You can eat together, sleep together. Not, you can just hang out with each other. Whereas the Z-listers are an absolute nightmare. And the higher they are, the easier they are. And she was royalty, but she touched a guy with AIDS years ago and was the first one to do that because she was just a nice person, and that before was taboo. And that just showed what a really lovely character she was. She didn't care if she caught AIDS by shaking somebody's hand, and I think good for her. Somebody had leprosy, she would have gone near them. She was that type of person, and
Yeah.
I think we need to have more people like her.
Yeah.
Because I have worked alongside famous people who literally, oh my God, no names, but shook a hand of a fan who then hugged him, and he literally asked, one of his team members, crew, to get antibacterial to wipe his hand as if she had a virus. It was so rude. I just think, do you know what, guys? You just need to check yourselves out. It's a job at the end of the day. You can be signed to a record company one day and get the sack the next. It's a job. And all of the people I think that should be praised are nurses, doctors who save lives. I think they're the people, and the soldiers out there that are saving lives. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're the people that we should be, promoting and saying, wow, you're so amazing.
Yeah.
Being a singer isn't amazing. Being an actor isn't amazing. But she did loads of charity work, which I think is really amazing.
She did. She brought awareness to a lot of and we're sad to have her, no longer here. But I will say this: we have you here. We have the UK Glamour Awards coming up. 2022 is where it's at. Can't wait for that. Again, you featured as the main artist. That's awesome. I can't wait. It's happening November 15th. Great date, 2022. You can get your tickets now, especially if you're in the area of the UK. And then you can actually have fun there with everybody that's going to be there. All right, I got to let you go. But again, great job. Thank you for making it with us, Maria. Maria Ruby, everybody. Thank you for spending time with us.
Bye. Bye.
All right, more right after this. Stay tuned.
Join Yvette Walker every Tuesday at 4 o'clock p.m. on KMET ABC News Radio, 1490 AM, FM 98.1, and Internet KMET TV for the Southern California Business Report. The show is dedicated to highlighting successful businesses and the individuals behind them. Yvette interviews the incredible people managing these enterprises that range from awe-inspiring sole proprietors to world-renowned organizations. The Southern California Business Report, Tuesdays at 4 o'clock p.m.
New teen driver in the family? Just bought your first home? Have a new bundle of joy? Every life change matters, and by reviewing your insurance policy with Little & Sons Insurance Services, you could be benefiting with big savings. Little & Sons Services, a family-owned insurance agency who values the old-fashioned way of doing business. They work for you, not an insurance company, meaning your best interests are at heart. They can custom tailor your policy based on specific needs at a price you can afford. Home, auto, or business, you're covered. Call 1-844-9-LITTLE. That's 1-844-9-LITTLE, or go online to little, the letter N, sons.com. That's littlensons.com. Standard time is here. That means shorter days and cooler nights that make you want want to stay inside. Don't get caught in the cold. Franklin Mechanical Systems can do a preventative maintenance check on your heating unit to get it working right. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems, for all your residential and commercial heating and air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000, and stay warm today.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
The Fat Greek in Yucaipa, where you can get authentic, delicious, true Greek food. Authentic gyros, Greek salads, pitas, falafel, hamburgers, burritos, and oh yes, baklava. The Fat Greek has a large selection of wines, ice-cold domestic, and imported Greek beers. Come on down to the Fat Greek located on Yucaipa Boulevard in the city of Yucaipa. Open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. The Fat Greek has delivery, drive-through, sit-down, and a catering service. So bring in a family or give Nicholas and Christopher a call at 909-797-6018. Eat Greek, live long. Remember, if you want authentic Greek food, it's the Fat Greek in Yucaipa.
We got Jesse Sanchez over there. Good morning, Jesse. What's going on over there?
Good morning. So yeah, I was just listening to your interview, and good Lord, I didn't know Matthew Perry was such a train wreck.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's a thing sometimes, right? So you go, okay, what next? I will say this, Jess. I'm looking at this, and it's kind of interesting. This is a headline. Battling cholera, Lebanon gets first vaccines and sharp words from France. So that's a thing. Cholera is back. Did you ever see the movie in a Time of Cholera? Or A Time of Cholera? What's it called?
I have no idea what that is.
It's not good, I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, it sounds bad.
Yeah, it's a good movie, though, about a time where it happened. It was pretty big. Love in the Time of Cholera. You should see it. That'll tell you everything you need. Horrible stuff. But yeah, that happened way back when. They did a movie on it. Well, evidently cholera is a thing. So that's the latest article. But yeah, some people, they kind of lose it. And then they kind of say things about their friends. And I say, why? But whatever. All right, people, we got to make it a great day. Make it whatever you can. Remember, it's November. So have fun in the fall. But stay safe. Bye, everyone.